It's your boy Superman 2000 coming from the fight chair, holding it down. Alright, so check this out. People been saying that Mayweather McGregor fight is gonna happen, blah blah blah. It's never gonna happen, my friends. Let me tell you why. Three reasons, and I'm starting with reason number one. Reason number one is this. The Muhammad Ali Act covers all boxing events, right? All sanctioned boxing. If the UFC does that and does the card, then they're going to have to disclose to Conor McGregor and people on the card how much money they really made. That will give the other fighters have a class action lawsuit against the UFC numbers to actually work with, and the fighters union numbers to actually work with, real palatable numbers, not just UFC release fictitious almost there numbers. Okay, Dana White does not want that. The UFC has spent more than $37,000 on lobbyists lobbying Congress to make the Muhammad Ali Act not apply to mixed martial arts. Number one. Number two. Now, Conor McGregor says he wants $100 million, right? No, not happening. Not happening. He doesn't have that kind of pull, right? That's why Mayweather said, hey, I'll give this guy $15 million. The most he's ever made in his career is 7, so I'll give him 15. That's a step up. So Mayweather has the pull to where he's got 100 before, so 100 to him now, that's within his average pay range, right? So here's the deal. Both fighters playing hard to get. Okay, Conor said, I'm not coming off my 100 million. Mayweather said, no, I'm only going to give you 15. Now, here's the interesting thing. This stuff is just stuff being talked about. All right, it's not going to happen, because they can't agree on a number. The UFC offered Mayweather $25 million and Conor McGregor $25 million. That just goes to show you how completely out of his league Dana White is by offering Mayweather $25 million. Dana White has no clue. He thinks he's dealing with one of these desperate guys who's been fighting under him for years, who's scrapping for change and desperate. He think he's dealing with like how he gave Nate Diaz his first big break. He think he's dealing with somebody like that. Dude, Mayweather has made over $700 million. Plus he has good investments. Plus he has other boxing events he's promoting. He's invested in minerals, commodities, and all that type of stuff. He's made good investment with his money. He's good. He doesn't need the money. All right. So when you offer him $25 million and he says you're a comedian, that's the truth. You have no idea about boxing. Stick to MMA. All right. Reason number 3 why this fight is never, ever going to happen. Think about this. You start promoting boxing when your brand is mixed martial arts. You're going to confuse the fans. Nobody wants to see Conor McGregor fighting Floyd Mayweather. Not me. I want to see Conor McGregor defending his title in mixed martial arts. I want to see him fighting Khabib. I want to see him fighting other people who do mixed martial arts. When you have a consumer that you sell a brand to and you confuse your buyers, at some point they're like, hey, I don't know what's going on over here. I'm going to go ahead and just deal with a brand that's consistent. I'll give you an example. Microsoft. Microsoft has the Windows Phone and they have the Surface tablet. Is anybody watching it from a Windows Phone? Probably a few people. Is the Surface tablet sales blowing out the roof? That's questionable. You know what happened? Their brand was software, and they tried to put their footprint in something else. that it didn't belong in. So now they have to climb up that competitive moat. If you're not in boxing and you have a clue about boxing, stay out of boxing. The UFC already has fighters who've trained all their life in mixed martial arts who are fully capable of putting on an event and fighting. So we're not gonna see that fight go down anytime soon, because the fans don't want to get, you don't want to get the new owners of the UFC can't afford it if they're offering Mayweather 25 million. That means that they're 75% short of the money being long enough and strong enough to pull it off. What I mean by that is that Mayweather is used to making 100 million and you offer him 25 million. You offer him 75% less. That's you deliberately saying, hey, I'm going to lowball him so bad, he has no option but to reject this deal. And Conor McGregor is saying, I'm going to highball him so bad, he has no option but to reject this deal. So that's just talk, okay? That's just talk to keep Conor McGregor's name in the news while he's out deciding whether or not he wants to come back and defend his title. That's all that is. Because check this out. If Conor McGregor screw around and decides he's not going to defend his title or whatever or not, the UFC, they got Khabib Ferguson going, and they also got some press that they drum up from this Conor McGregor thing. But there's no way McGregor is going to leave mixed martial arts for boxing. Just not going to happen. Alright guys, that's my 2 cents from the fight chair. Trying to keep my videos under 6 minutes. I just saw my timer. Peace out.